Hey everybody, Rob Vino, wagertalk.com here with our free play with analysis for today. It's going to come from college football action, Saturday action to be specific, American Conference game between East Carolina and Army. I think we have an advantage there, but first let's go ahead and check the Wager Talk special list for this week, and it's a college football special, guys. $2.99 will get you the rest of the season right through the championship game, the 12-team playoff, the championship game. You get every play that I release from now until then, including 5% blue chips, all college football action for the low price of $2.99. Going to cover you for the rest of October, November, December, and into January. So don't miss out. Go ahead and check it out on my homepage over at wagertalk.com. Let's get into this contest here between East Carolina and Army. Army opens up 15.5-point favorites, total 51.5. Those numbers remain the same. There's a stray 16 out there right now. Let's go over some stuff here. East Carolina's got 2 weeks to get ready for this game, which is good in the sense that, when you only have the short or the 6-day work week to get ready for Army, it's more difficult. However, there's just no way ECU can simulate Army in practice, even with 2 weeks. It would help them a little bit to work on their discipline and assignment defensive side of the football. But as far as knowing what they're walking into, I doubt ECU can be ready for that. They've been shredded their last 3 games for an average of 224 rushing yards per contest. That's not good when you're going to face Army. Charlotte, their most recent opponent, gained 311 yards on the ground against this East Carolina defense. So again, not good when you're going to face Army. This defense has allowed 284 passing yards over the last 4 games. So you can attack ECU whichever way you like. Army's preferred method is on the ground. It's a defense in East Carolina that's allowed 473 total yards, almost 33 points per game in their last 4. Those 4 are App State, Liberty, UTSA, and Charlotte. Bottom line is they have serious defensive issues, and those issues are compounded by the fact their schedule strength is number 114 in the country. Here comes Army. So it doesn't look good for the East Carolina defense here. But on the Army side of the football, their schedule strength is 121 in the nation. They've played basically nobody. The offenses that they've faced have been miserable at best. If you take out the one FCS game that every Army FBS opponent has played so far, you'd find that Tulsa averages 17 points a game. Temple averages 18.8. UAB 16.1. Rice 16.8. And the grand winner, Florida Atlantic, 21.2. At 23.4 per game, ECU is the best offense that Army's played all season long. And it gets a little better for the Pirates because they bring something to the table that none of those other teams have brought to the table, and that is they're the fastest tempo team in the country. Right now, ECU sits number 1 in seconds per play, 20.6 per snap for ECU. And in fact, they revved it up to 17.9 in their last game. And I'd imagine the 2 weeks they had to prepare for this, they probably worked on a lot of offense and speed offense to try and, wear Army down a little bit. Army plays a different tactic. They like ball control. ECU's counteract to that would be to go ahead and speed up the pace when they have the football. Hope that Army doesn't have enough defensive depth to keep up. ECU's probably going to have to outscore Army in this game to win. I think head coach Mike Houston will use tempo to his advantage here. I think, for Army, they should have another field day against this ECU defense. I don't think there's any question there. We went over the numbers. Their run game, the play action off of that, they've got a quarterback that can throw the football this season. You ask a spread tempo-driven team to go ahead and defend this, and it's just not going to happen. They can't simulate it in practice. So I see both sides scoring here. Army's last 3 games, despite the fact that they want to control tempo, they've landed between 54 and 56 points, and that actually in combination with the lousy offenses that they've played, still got their 54 or 56. ECU's last 3 games, 59, 50, and 79. I think this current total of 51.5 looks a shade low for a game that should find its way to 55 plus. Great weather in West Point on Saturday, so we're going to play it that way. East Carolina and Army over the 51.5. On the way out, I'd like to ask everybody to hit the like button. Let us know if you have any comments on this game or any other game this Saturday. I try to respond as quickly as I can. Click subscribe, join the 179,000 people that have already subscribed to Wager Talk TV. Good luck with all your plays. I'll see you soon with my next free selection and analysis right here on Wager Talk TV.